Hey, welcome back. In this video, we will discuss about the min and the max function in Python. Okay, so the min function returns the item with the lowest value or the item with the lowest value in an iterable. Okay, if the values are strings and alphabetically comparison is done. Okay, then what exactly is the max function? The max function returns the item with the highest value or the item with the highest value in an iterable if the values are strings and alphabetically comparison is done. Okay, so let's see that in action. So let's do something like lowest equals to min, and here we can pass multiple numbers. So let's do 10, 5, then 23, and then 8. Okay, and we will get the highest value here. Okay, with the max function. All right, now print lowest and print highest. Okay, all right, now run the program. We are getting 5 for the lowest and we are getting 23 for the highest. Okay, all right. So this is how the min and the max function works. Okay, also the min and the max function can work in an iterable as well. So for example, let's add a variable numbers equals to here 45, 23, 99, let's do 65 and 78, 4. Okay, all right, so I will just comment out this one. Okay, and here what we can do, we can just print the min of numbers, and also we can print the maximum of the numbers as well. Okay, run the program. We are getting 4 for the minimum value, we are getting 99 for the maximum value. Okay, all right, now let's see how we can compare some of the strings here. Okay, so what we can do, we can do something like this. So let's add print minimum of, let's do banana, apple, and cherry. Okay, and maximum of the same. Okay, if I do that, run the program, we are getting minimum apple, maximum cherry. Why is that? Because we are comparing alphabetically, right? So as you can see, if the values are strings, an alphabetical comparison is done. Okay, the same for the min function and the max function here. Okay, all right, now for example, let me just comment out this one. Now here we have a list of names. So names equals to, let's do Alice, then do Bob, then do Charlie, then David. Okay, now if I just do something like this, print minimum of names and once again maximum of names. So what do you think will happen? So let's run the program. We are getting minimum Alice and maximum of David. But right now what I want to get Bob for the minimum and maximum will be Charlie. Basically, I want to get the shortest name for the minimum value and I want to get the longest name for the maximum value. How we can do that? We can do that by using the key keyword argument. Just like the sorted function, the min and the max function takes the key keyword argument, as you can see here. Okay, So let's add a comma. Key equals to, we can add a lambda function. Okay, let's do name, len of name. Okay, all right, and we can do the same thing here as well. So copy this one, comma, paste it down here. Okay, run the program. Now we are getting Bob and Charlie here. Okay, so this is how we can configure the behavior of the minimum and the maximum functions here by using the key keyword argument. Now this lambda function is here, which is good, but can we do better? Yes, we can do better, because inside of Python we have the built-in len function, so len, and here also we can do the same thing as well, so len. Okay, but before doing that, what I'll do, I will just do something like this. I will do, yeah, something like this, comment out this one, and here we can just do len, and here also we can just pass the len. Okay, all right, run the program. Once again we are getting Bob and Charlie. So basically we can pass the lambda function as well, and also we can pass the inbuilt function as well, something like length. Okay, all right, so this is how the min and the max functions work. So here we can do something like this. What if we are having an empty list equals to empty list? Okay, all right, and here if I just print the minimum of the empty list, okay, if I just do that, now let's see what happens. So run the program. So here we are getting an error. Okay, so here what we can do something like this. We can add a default as well. Okay, default keyword argument, and here we can say something like, hey, there is no item. Okay, so if I just do that, run the program, now we are getting, hey, there is no item. So basically if we are getting the empty list or empty iterable, then we can add the default keyword argument here so that we can print the default value. Basically it will return the default value if the list is empty or the iterable is empty. Okay, all right, now we have seen how we can do many of the things with the list. Now let's see some of the examples with the dictionary. Okay, so let's do prices. It is a dictionary. For apple, that will be $1.5. Okay, and then for banana, that will be 0.8, and let's do for cherry, let's do something like this and do 3.0. Okay, now what we can do, I will just comment out this one, and here what we can do something like this. So print, if we want to print the minimum price, then what we have to do, we have to do something like this. First of all, let's print the minimum of prices. If I just do that, now run the program, we are getting apple. Once again, why we are getting apple? Because it is checking for the keys and it is now checking for the minimum alphabet here. Basically the alphabetically comparison is happening here, and that is why we are getting apple. Okay, but now in case if we want to check for the values, then what we can do something like this. Okay, and parenthesis. All right, run the program, we are getting 0.8. Once again we can do the same thing with the maximum as well. Okay, run the program, 3.0. Okay, so right now what we want to do, we want to find the key with the highest value using the key argument. So how we can do that? We can do that by using something like this. So print, and here we can do max of prices, and here we can do something like key equals to prices dot get. Okay, I am not calling the function here, by the way. All right, so now, okay, we are missing a parenthesis. So now if I just run the program, we are getting cherry because cherry is the highest priced item in our dictionary. Okay, awesome. So this is how the min and the max function works in Python.